And now, in the fullness of the evening, for all of you who have loved and lost, for all of you who have loved and won, for all you who have loved and it was a draw, list to the starboard tale of Sylvia Davenport, whose noblesse exceeded her oblige.
Sylvia Davenport of the Davenports was a wild, healthy young thing. Then, one night, shortly after the senior prom...
Oh, Andy, I'm afraid we can never get married.
Why not, Sylvia? As soon as I get out of high school, I can go right into Dad's firm. Being a plumber is a good life. Everybody needs a plumber at some time or other.
Oh, Andy, the universe is much bigger than the two of us. Oh, it's only natural that I should fall for the high school football hero.
But we've been going steady since the 6th grade.
That's just it. We've never known anything else.
But we've been going steady since the 6th grade. We're going to be married.
Oh, Christ, I've got to get out of this town. The people, the atmosphere, it's stifling. Stifling.
Sylvia, get a hold of yourself. After all, we love each other.
We're just a couple of kids, Andy. What do we know?
What do we need to know? Life seems pretty simple to me.
You're a beautiful person, Andy, but can't you see that our love can never be? It's too innocent, too pure to last. And I'm ending it here, right now. Here's your ring. Goodbye.
Sylvia? Sylvia? Sylvia?
And so cruel fate tore them asunder.
As you can imagine, Sylvia was severely upset. Sorrow hung about her like wet chenille.
But the tide of youth cannot be stemmed.
So taking a job in a far-off city, the vortex of destiny whirled her to Steve, a soldier poised on the brink of war.
Oh, Steve, we can't.
Huh?
What if I had a baby?
Oh, I can't help it, Sylvia. Thinking of you drives me out of my mind.
I know you can't help it, dear. But I'm just not that sort of girl. I mean, if we were married, it wouldn't matter.
You know I can't do that. Why, I may die any day now.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Huh?
After all, we're in love.
But I can't do that to you. You don't know what war is, Sylvia. The things I've seen, and I'm only in basic training.
Steve, I love you. But sometimes when you're looking at me, I think you're only looking at my body.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a human being. Isn't it the highest compliment a man can pay a woman? Isn't it the most beautiful thing that two people can do together?
You know that if we did, we'd always be facing the chance.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
How could you? Oh, why does it have to be this way? Why must men make war? I've got to get out of here. Don't you see it, Steve? It could never work out. I love you. But if you can't truly respect that love...
Now, look, I respect the hell out of you.
I'm sorry, Steve, but it's over. Kaput. Finished. Here are your dog tags. I'm leaving.
Sylvia!
So the wedges of tragedy split them apart. Who can speak of the inner turmoil that permeated every fiber of her being?
But slowly, like a flower crushed by the heedless heel of life, Sylvia turned again towards the sun, and she found it in the golden and azure afternoons of warm, languid La Jolla, where the world moved softly, twice a day.
I'm sorry, Rudy, but this can't go on anymore.
But we love each other. Why don't you just move in, live with me? You're the only thing I've ever really wanted to paint. Until you came, life was empty, gray, and bleak.
Oh, we've had some good times together, but what you're really in love with is art. How could we live day to day, week to week, hand to mouth? We could never hope for anything permanent.
But love is permanent, and love is art, and art is love, and art is permanent. I will love you till the sun grows old and dim. I will paint your picture 1,000 times, and the world will line up behind velvet-covered ropes to see the beauty that you and I have captured.
This life we lead, Rudy, it's beautiful, but it's not really me. Not the me on the inside. If only we were ordinary people. If only you were a plumber or a businessman, I could be there for you every day when you came home from work.
Work? What are you talking about, Sylvia?
Oh, I've got to get out of here. The confusion, the disorder, it's all so uncertain.
But, Sylvia, you're talking like a square.
I am. That's the way it is, Rudy. We could just never accept each other. The party's over. Here are your artifacts. Goodbye.
But, Sylvia... She's gone.
And so they parted, the twine of their relationship unraveled by the kittens of destiny.
The passionate turtle of romance was stewed in the soup of despair. But life had more in store for Sylvia Davenport. So she took the train to Cincinnati, where the porcelain of her mind became covered with fine brown lines.
Oh, Brad, we can't go on like this. What if your wife should find out?
Mad, she knows better than to rock the boat.
How can you be so cold? After all, she's your wife.
Ah, let's not talk about her. Let's talk about us. Here's a present for you. You know how much I like pearls.
Oh, Brad, how could you? Do you think you can buy me?
Well, I paid your rent for 6 months, and let's face it, you're a lousy secretary. Now put on the pearls and let's go out and have a drink.
You think you can buy and sell everything. You make me feel just like a piece of meat. I loved you, but you make it all seem so cheap.
You knew I was married. After all, we're two adult human beings.
Once upon a time, Brad, we had something real, something warm, something alive, something moving.
And I've still got it, too.
Brad, you're so crude.
No, wait a minute. I've invested a lot in you, and besides, it takes two to tango.
But I can't help thinking of poor Madge.
Ah, shit.
It was beautiful once, but you've taken what we had and dragged it through the mud, trampled on it, spit on it with your insane lust. Oh, I've got to get out of here. It's true. Money corrupts.
What?
You have no soul, Brad. You have no concept of the finer things in life. Somewhere people are good and kind and live every day happily without thought of securities or
But,
stuff.
Sylvia.
And that's where I'm going. Take your pearls. Goodbye.
Oh, Sylvia, what the fuck?
Alien and alone, her name misspelled in the book of life, Sylvia felt uprooted, her mind blown by the winds of circumstance.
But finally, just as the salmon come back from the sea and the swallows return to wherever it is, Lefty emerged from the chaos.
Get back from the window, Sylvia.
Oh, Lefty, we can't let this happen.
What are you talking about, Sylvia? The police have surrounded the place.
Why didn't you tell me you were a gangster before you married me?
Because you wouldn't have married me. And besides, I just wanted to pull this one last job so we could have a swell honeymoon.
No, you'll never change, lie, cheat, steal. How can I ever hold my head up in the street?
Well, if you don't get it down right away, the police are gonna blow it off.
What can I do? What can I do?
Don't worry, Sylvia. We're in this together. Through thick and thin. Good times and bad times. Husband and wife forever.
Oh.
Why, with you behind me, I could hold off 1,000,000 cops.
You're an evil, vile, dishonest person, Lefty.
But I love you.
That doesn't matter. I've got to get out of here. It's so oppressive. I'll tell the police everything. They'll understand. You made me do it.
Oh, no, you don't.
But
Listen, Sylvia, no one walks out on me. This is my movie, see? When I go out, the curtain goes down. It's over.
No, you
Finished.
can't.
Bam!
This isn't the story I expected. Whatever happened to Prince Charming?
And so it ends in a tangled puddle of emotions, this saga of youthful doom.
This all too twisted tale from the beast that lurks within us all.
Have you ever heard of organic foods?
No, I've never heard of orgasmic fluids. I mean, what did you say?
I said organic foods.
Oh.
Say, fella, where do you eat?
Oh, Soggy Diner. I like a Grimsburger now and then, but I usually eat at McBarnyard's Golden Starches or Colonel Bucket's Chicken Blasphemy.
It's certainly evident. Look at yourself in that mirror.
Huh?
Look at your complexion.
Oh.
Look at those zits. Stand up straight. Stick out your chest. Smile. No, smile.
I am smiling.
Good heavens, man, your face has gone limp. Obviously, I got here just in time. You need health foods.
Health foods, but I'm not healthy.
Exactly, and you should start with brain foods.
Oh, I hate brains. I don't see what this has to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. You are what you eat.
Last week I was a hot dog, except when I was a French fry.
Now listen, punk.
This morning I was a glazed donut.
Shut up! You're making me sick. Now get this straight. I'm your organic gardening angel.
Huh?
I'm here to tell you that if you eat organic foods, you'll feel better all the time.
Are you implying that mankind wasn't meant to suffer?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm just saying do what you can.
Oh, I'd rather do what I can.
Never mind all that. Just eat natural foods. There's super...
You mean supernatural?
You said it, buddy. Supernatural. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Once there was a paranoid schizophrenic named Cedro Willy.
Love me!
That's him, folks. You see, Cedro was a foundling.
I don't know where they found me.
And he was kept by a guilty society in St. Euthanasia's Home for the Unwanted, where he was forced to work 18 hours a day in the orphanage laundromat, cleaning lint from the great whirling blades with a toothbrush.
Cut smarts out.
After a while, all the little foundlings began to grow, all except for Cedro, who remained stunted. This was useful, and they changed him from his old job of cleaning lint from great whirling blades to a new job where he would crawl down small, highly inaccessible tubes and clean scum from small whirling blades, which revolved faster and were in the dark.
Cut smarts. Ow!
Cedro was a moody lad, and this was noticed by the head of the orphanage, Father Image.
He's been abusing himself, I'll be bound. I must take him to task for it.
And he was, so he turned to Mother Complex for help.
Love me!
Dirty little boy, run away, run away. God forbid that he should ever learn where we found him.
Everyone was thoroughly disgusted with Cedro, and then one evening, his keeper, Sister Fixation, was serving Cedro his piping hot gruel when suddenly she had a profound religious experience.
Here's your piping hot gruel, you disgusting little bastard. Oh, Jesus! Splutch!
My face! Face! Oh, my face!
Oh, you are not in accordance with God's great plan. No one will notice if I just shove you down the laundry chute.
Yeah!
Ooh, I can fly! I can fly!
That's enough,
Whee!
Sister Fixation. Back to your cell.
But it's true, my hat, when the wind is just right.
Get in there.
Yeah! I can fly! I can fly!
So it was that Cedro Willy found himself wrapped in brown paper and speeding towards Akron, Ohio at 65 miles an hour in the back of a laundry truck.
Subsequently,
After a series of mishaps,
Cedro found himself singing and selling the Acid City Sun-Democrat on a street corner in the financial district of a well-known American city.
Lay off of that table coin, dwarf!
God bless America. Buy an Acid City Sun Democrat, mister. Land that I love. Love me.
hey, kid,
Buy an Acid City Sun Democrat, mister.
lay off of that crap.
Huh?
Now listen, I like you.
You do.
Yeah. Look, so I'm gonna let you in on something good.
You are?
That's right. Now, you know what grass is, don't you?
Sure. Everybody knows what grass is.
Uh-huh. Well, here goes. I'm gonna sell you this whole bottle of it for only $1.75.
Why, that's just what I have in my tin cup.
I wonder how that worked out, folks.
Wait a minute. This bottle says oregano on it.
Oh, well, don't pay any attention to that. I ran out of plastic bags.
Huh?
Now, look, you're a bright kid. You're down here in the financial district. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you in on my one and only 1, 2, 3 infallible stock market system. Can you dig it? Give me the bread. It's worth $1 million.
Wow. If I had a stock market system, I could make a lot of money.
You're very bright for a moron.
Thank you, sir. If
If I had a lot of money, everyone would love me.
That's right. And not only would they love you, but they would respect you because you were an operator.
They would?
Sure. Look at Rockefeller.
Where? My money! He's running away! That's not the Boy Scout salute.
And so it was that starting out with an initial capital of 10 Acid City Sun Democrat newspapers, and by employing his now famous
Infallible stock market system,
Cedro was able to run up a paper profit of $28 million in 17 months.
nobody ever did find out exactly what his
infallible stock market system.
was, but he did make an awful lot of money. And consequently, he fell prey to certain unscrupulous individuals whose motives are less than pure. This evening, the part of Colonel Handlelocker will be played by Karl Truckload.
Good God! If we don't get some money soon, we'll lose the factory. We'll be laughed out of Handlelocker County. We'll lose control of the state, Marlene.
Melanie.
Oh, why did I invest all my money in Major Grease's edible pork surrogate?
It's made from chicken fat, Dad.
I know that, Maureen.
Melanie.
And the electrospastic generator. What went wrong? It seemed like the finest invention since the donut engraver.
Well, you've got to admit that there wasn't much of a market for engraved donuts, Dad.
Shut up about that.
Oh, Daddy, don't worry. Look, I'll sell all the Major Grease stock to Cedro Willy, just like I promised you I would. And he'll never touch me either.
So it was that Cedro Willy met what was to become the most important woman in his life.
Golda Meir?
No, Cedro.
Indira Gandhi?
Just keep out of it, Cedro.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
You asked for it. See the hunchback in the mirror?
Wow. Uptight. I'm sorry.
And so, Cedro Willy met the girl of his dreams, Melanie Handleknocker.
Melanie! Love me, Melanie. Melanie, love me. A poem. It rhymes. Love me, Melanie, Melanie, love me, Melanie, Melanie, love me. Love me, Melanie, Melanie, love me, Melanie,
God,
Melanie.
is that you, Cedro?
Melanie!
Yeah, it is. Hi, lovey-dovey.
I brought you a big box of artificial carnations made of $100 bills.
Oh, it is. I mean, they are. Oh, they're all real. Ooh, there must be dozens of them.
A complete gross.
How apropos.
Ooh, I love it when you speak French.
Oh, Jesus.
Where?
Oh no.
He won't hurt me.
No, it's all right, Cedro. It's okay.
He won't hurt me.
No, let's go into the solarium.
It was a beautiful day for a wedding. The sky was blue, the grass was green, and little chirds burped on every tree. And Cedro Willy had just finished signing the papers that purchased all of the Major Grease edible pork surrogate stock from Colonel Handleknocker.
Here you are.
Oh, why, thank you, Cedro. Phew. I want you to know that we all sure do like you.
Oh, you do?
Yes. In a way that can't be expressed in words.
Oh, well, that makes me feel so good. I wish Melanie were here.
Oh, well, you know, it's bad luck for the groom to see the little woman before the blessed event, something like that. While you're here, why don't you take a look at the factory? Please step this way.
Okay.
As you can see, it's a typical factory. This is the left side, and this is the right side. And there in the center is the electrospastic generator. Well, we've been having a little trouble with that one, but we should have it fixed in no time.
Oh, I know what it's wrong.
Ah, you do?
Yes. You've got lint on your great whirling blades. You know, I bet you've got scum on your small whirling blades. But you don't know it because they're hidden away in those inaccessible tubes. You're just lucky that I'm stunted and can help. You just happen to have a toothbrush with me. Ah, cut smack. Just like old times.
Within 4 minutes, the entire world was beating a path to Cedro Willy's door in order to purchase stock in Major Grease's edible pork surrogate. And when the word was released that Colonel Willy's edible pork surrogate and engraved donut stand franchises were to be available the world over, 4 stockbrokers were crushed in a phone booth.
Melanie, you're here.
What is it, Dad? I was almost on the plane.
In the last 5 seconds, Major Greases has tripled and split.
What?
In the last 15 minutes, the entire stock has gone up 5,000%.
Oh, no.
Melanie, you've got to marry Cedro Willy.
But, Dad, I can't marry Cedro Willy. Why, I'm only 29. I'm young, I tell you. Young.
Child, I don't know how to tell you this, but you know all that money I made on the Major Grease stock?
Yes?
I lost it at the racetrack.
Oh, Daddy, how could you?
I just went up to the window and
Oh, this isn't really happening.
Now, Melanie, you've got to marry Cedro Willy or you're broke. Do you understand? Broke.
But, Dad, I can never marry Cedro Willy. He has hair on his palms. You know what that means.
Why, you're just a young girl. You don't know anything about that sort of thing.
I'm 29, Dad.
So it was that Cedro married the girl of his dreams and settled down in wealth and great estate.
And there he kept her very well.
As a matter of fact, I shut her in the basement and never let her out. That's 'cause I love her.
Nobody knows exactly how Cedro Willy became President of the United States.
True, he did drop $100 bills from airplanes high above major population centers.
It's also true that when he acquired controlling interest of the National Everything Corporation, its assets included 12 senators, 43 congressmen, and a beauty queen from Loudermilk, Wisconsin. But there he was, President of the United States.
That's me. I'm the President of the United States. Make no mistake about that. Love me.
No one would ever forget his term of office.
You're ready, President Willy?
Throw them to the great whirling blades. They didn't love me enough.
But it was toward the end of his term,
Just after I'd committed the United States to a permanent land war in Southeast Asia for the good of the economy,
that Cedro achieved the apogee of his political career in the formulation of the mutant theory of politics.
One country, one leader. Love your country, love your leader. Love me!
And so, using his newfound contacts, he purchased the state of New Hampshire.
Where he retired, erecting a 25-foot fence all the way around its boundaries, with a picture of himself every 100 yards.
And every evening, just at dusk, over millions of loudspeakers installed all across the state of New Hampshire, Cedro Willy would address the people of New Hampshire.
Love me!
And the people of the state of New Hampshire would answer, "We love you, Cedro!"
Come in. Oh, it's my organic gardening angel. What are you doing here?
This sure is a sleazy hotel.
Oh, it only cost $18 a month.
Believe me, it's not worth it. Well, did you buy the food?
Oh, you mean the health food?
Yeah, the health food.
Yeah, there it is on the table.
You haven't touched it.
Oh, no, I was just looking at it. You said it was supernatural. I thought it would change or something.
No, schmuck. You eat it and you change.
Oh, it doesn't glow in the dark?
You eat it and you glow all the time.
Well, I guess I should eat it.
Yeah, punk. Eat it.
Oh, what should I start with?
Oh, boy, you really lay yourself open for him, don't you? Take a bite of this apple.
Well, here goes. Oh, it makes me shiver. It reminds me of my childhood. It's so apple. My voice. I can't believe the difference. Oh no, my voice has gone back again. It doesn't last very long.
It has a cumulative effect. Keep on eating organic foods and you'll be able to maintain yourself at a higher plane all the time.
Oh, but I'm afraid of heights.
Nitwit, ninnyhammer. Eat natural foods and you'll overcome your fear of feeling good. Here, finish this apple. Have some orange. Organic dried apricot. Wash it down with carrot juice. Just keep on eating this stuff and you'll be healthy. Also regular.
Oh, naturally?
Yes, even supernaturally. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
And now, in cooperation with the United States government, The Congress of Wonders presents the story of Elaine W., a case history of a young degradation through dope.
Gee, it sure is a swell party, huh, Elaine?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
What's the matter, you poor baby? Aren't you having any fun?
Well, I don't know. I just don't feel at home with the fast crowd.
Oh, I know what you need. Come on in the back room with me.
Huh?
Here.
Oh, it smells so funny in here.
Say, Betty, who's the straight chickie?
Yeah, wow, hubba hubba.
Fellas, this is Elaine.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, gang.
Elaine needs a little cheering up, you know.
Sure, here you go.
Oh, what's this?
Why, this is what's happening.
Yeah, this is happiness rolled up in a little paper.
Huh? Betty, I don't know if I like this.
Oh, come on, Elaine. Don't be a square.
Yeah, come on, honey. It'll make you feel 10 feet tall.
But I don't want to be 10 feet tall. I'm happy just as I am at 4'6".
Oh, come on. Everybody does it.
Yeah, don't be a chicken.
Oh, Betty.
Now, don't let me down, Elaine. After all, this is the in crowd.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. You're sure it won't make me feel ashamed?
Here we go, cutes.
Okay. Oh, I feel so strange. I must take off my clothes.
Whoa, hey.
My head's spinning around. Who am I? Where am I? This butcher knife.
Hey, where'd that come from? Look out.
Kill, maim, destroy.
Oh, my face, my face.
I can fly.
Hey, keep away from that window!
Oh, why'd she do that?
I don't know. Maybe she was on a bum trip.
Poor Elaine W. Let her tale serve as a warning to others. The story you have just heard is true. Only the story has been changed to protect the innocent.
Two weeks later, Mr. Weekly, a man reborn through food, visits his organic gardening angel.
Hiya, punk.
How's it going, Birdman?
Look, it walks, it talks.
And it gets it on regular, too. Those health foods saved my life.
How do you feel?
Thanks to health foods, I feel beautiful.
So, you got it all together, eh?
Right.
Solid.
I moved out of the Crystal Arms Hotel. I live in a swell commune. I got a girlfriend, and I can dance.
Far out. Too much.
I'm a steeplejack now.
Incredible.
I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, climb a 30-story building, paint it blue, climb down, have an organic lunch, usually an avocado sandwich with bean sprouts and safflower mayonnaise. Then I climb back up the building and paint it green.
Go, man, go.
I know who I am now, and it's not Mr. Weekly.
Who are you then?
I'm Health Man, zap, bang, pow, voom, flash, twinkle, pop, bingo sort of thing. Aha! Oops.
Hey, you stepped in my wastebasket.
Yes, but I didn't trip.
Ah, you've only begun to trip.
This is the insinuating story of Latent Place, a small, typically American town on the verge of psychosis. Today's episode is brought to you by Degenerate Mills, makers of Fruit Trips, a new breakfast food with a completely different texture. If you remember last time, Bob met Janice in the old mill and said no. Betty, despite her father's protests, sneaked out to meet Marvin and said yes, but Marvin really can't because of the war. And Mrs. Oglesby has just left the doctor, where she has been told she may be by you-know-who. Meanwhile, up at the big house, Peggy, granddaughter of old Judge Latent, is having troubles of her own.
Look, Daddy, I'm ready for the prom.
Peggy, my dear, you look beautiful. I didn't realize our little girl was so grown up. Here, let me pin on your corsage.
Oh, hurry, Daddy. Eddie will be here any minute.
Oh, where does it go? These strapless things.
Oh, no.
Madge, she's wearing them again.
Peggy, whatever possessed you?
But, Mom, I'm insufficient.
You're a beautiful girl.
Some girls just don't develop as fast as others, dear.
But I'm 32.
I'd say you look more like a 26.
Oh, Daddy.
Don't be cruel, George.
Oh, maybe it's time I left home.
Meanwhile, young Randy Birdwhistle has just put LSD in the punch and given a cup to Miss Kwiatkowski, Dean of Women at Latent High. We find them under the bleachers.
Oh, Randy, you're so right. I never dreamed that the bottom of the bleachers looked so beautiful.
Here, let me take off your blouse, Miss Kwiatkowski.
Oh, but Randy, oh.
But it's awfully hot in here.
Oh, yes, oh.
Gee, you sure are built, Miss Kwiatkowski.
Oh, but Randy, Randy, oh.
Tune in tomorrow, folks, and find out if Bob will meet June, if Larry will meet Mike, and what happens when Noxious Frisbee, MD, finds out that Latent Place is infested with the dread VD.
And now the Educational Board presents the extinguished jest philanderer, Sir Bertrand Gristle.
Good evening, ladles and genitals. I am indeed Sir Bertrand Gristle, C-O-D-D-O-A-A-W-O-L. See footnote, page 365. Tonight, through the medium of the transmatricial chronosynclastic motion picture camera, or creepy peepee, as we call it in the lab, you are going to witness a perfectly perverse geek travesty actually being performed during the Cretan period. To some of you, this may mean a great deal. To others, it may mean nothing at all. Nevertheless, here it is. It is called Opheelthis Unchained. The prologue opens with the gods high on Mount Olympus. Alphonse, the machine.
Roll some more ambrosia, Apollo. I feel like getting loaded.
But Zeus, we have no more papers, alas.
What? Well, use some of your laurel leaves then. What the hell, God?
Far out, I never thought of that.
Pick, miracle, roll. Here, light this one up.
Zap! It's swell to be a god.
Pick, miracle, roll. I'll light this one with my good looks.
Tell me, Apollo, how goes it on Earth nowadays? What's happening in the new world?
Oh, you must mean the United States.
Yeah.
Ah, what a bring down.
Huh?
Everyone there worships some weird goddess named Paranoia. Why, she's the biggest thing since nationalism, but personally, I think she's a bummer. It brings me down. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, it can't be that bad. How about the hippies? Isn't something happening with that youth culture?
Oh, the hippies are groovy people, but they tend to get strung out, and I don't think they can hold out long against the uptight, square paramilitary establishment. And that brings me down, too, and I don't want to talk about that either.
Well, shit, God, how can you say that? Why, don't you realize that a great cultural revolution could take place?
Easy for you, difficult for them, no?
No! Why, half the population is under 25.
Yes, but they're not all hippies, are they? At least, not yet.
Well, maybe not. But I'll just bet you 6 dryads and a water nymph against that auto harp of yours that in the average middle-class family of your choice, the eldest son will turn on within 6 months.
What? Turn on? You mean, if I choose and they...
That's right, buddy.
Oh, far out. I have it. I choose Opheelthis, Prince of Mythica.
Did you say Opheelthis?
Yep.
Prince of Mythica, New York?
That's right.
Rats. I must have been out of my mind.
I think you are.
You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2. We are the chorus, written by Morris. This is not Horace, this is not Doris. We are the chorus, you cannot ignore us. The Greeks all adore us, for we are the chorus, written by Morris, who works for a florist. This is not Horace, this is not Doris.
I am the florist. Where is Doris?
Oh, she went with Horace. They went to the florist.
Oh, that's my place.
I've got a lot of things I'd like to tell you, bop-doo-bow. Things that would make the soup or hair turn blue. Since it's a way to wander out together, why don't you, Scooby-Doo, tell me too what to do? Haven't got time today to laugh and play. Let's have a love before we float away. Hey, float away, Scooby-Doo, shoo-boo-doo, boo-boo-doo, bop-doo-wah.
And now the hero gets his knocks. And we don't mean unflavored gelatin. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Clank, clank, jingle, 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 clank. I am Opheelthis, Prince of Mythica, son of King Testicles and Queen Flapsupily. And I'm really pissed off. Because from my earliest childhood, I've been chained to this lousy gigantic rock here in the living room, and it's beginning to affect my mind. I've become an underachiever, and well,
I get to see television every day, and I watch Dating Game a lot, and I know that I'm handsomer and wittier than those guys on Dating Game, and I can make better answers faster, and I don't dig those dippy chicks anyway, and I could be out having dates and enjoying myself if I wasn't chained to this lousy gigantic rock. Isometric exercises aren't enough. And cold showers don't help at all. And I'm tired of these same lousy bourgeois chintz slip covers. Ah! Hark, there is my tutor mentor. He is about to enter.
Well, good morning, Opheelthis. Tell me, how do we feel?
With our hands.
Can't abide sarcasm in the classroom. This isn't Sesame Street, you know.
But wait a minute. This is Saturday.
Whippity-bit. Keep an open mind. The nerve.
No, I have a question.
Oh, a question. Well, right on, as they say. Fire away, my boy. After all, that's what I'm here for. I am your tutor, mentor.
What I want to know is why am I chained with these strange chains to this lousy gigantic rock? Why? I want to know. Tell me why.
What kind of a question is that? Why, even though I know, you know I don't teach useful information. I'm just your tutor, mentor. Why, you should ask your mother and father that. I'm just a tutor. And I can toot a tune or two, too.
Here I am stuck with this fruit tutor. What a burn.
Well, let's see. Time for a quickie quiz. Who was the mayor of Bosnia? How many minarets in Istanbul? How many soldiers in the light brigade?
They weren't soldiers, they were cavalry.
Whippity-bippity. Don't be a wiseacre, you smart aleck. Let's see now. Who proofread the Upanishads? What was Lord Kitchener's middle name?
Yakety yak.
Don't talk back. Whippity-bippity. I don't know why I tried to teach you anything, Opheelthis. What with the prophecy hanging over your head and all that.
Wait a minute, did you say something about prophecy?
No, I didn't say anything about a prophecy. I was my pleurisy. Hope it doesn't come back.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da!
Hark, the trumpets.
Oh, the trumpets. That means the queen is coming.
My mother.
Quick, you've got to hide me, Opheelthis. She wants me as a fourth for bridge. I can't stand bridge. It's a Cretan game. Oh,
behind the heiress.
Oh, the heiress. Where is she? Son!
Mother.
Oops, don't touch me. How many times must I tell you? Nice boys and girls do not touch. Now, let's see. Where is that wascally tutor, anyhow? I need him as a fourth for bridge. And I know he hates it.
Mother.
Don't touch me. How many times must your father and I tell you? Do not touch. Ugh, don't ask why.
You cast me from you. I am unloved.
How can you say that? Don't be a silly, Opheelthis. Of course we love you. Why, didn't we give you? Didn't we take you? Don't you have? Remember when? Wish you were here?
If you dig me so much, why the strange chains and the lousy gigantic rock? Why? I want to know.
Don't ask me that question. No, any question but that. I'm just your mother's son. You should ask your father that question.
But I never see my father. All I have ever seen is an AP wire photo of him on his horse. And sometimes I see him on TV in the news. Do you know what it's like sitting here chained to a lousy gigantic rock and watching Dad on TV?
Son, the life of royalty is not easy. There are many things I never told you about.
Oh, that's a pose. That's all bullshit.
What? Bull bleep?
Yeah. If you really dug me, you wouldn't tie me down. I want to get out and experience it. You know what I want to do? I want to run away and live with the hippies.
Run away? Live with the hippies?
Yes.
Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, the boys, the loose girls. They never wash. Oh, my stomach. Oh, I'm all upset. I can't talk with you anymore, Opheelthis. I'm so insecure. I must have a little snacky poo. That would make me feel better. Perhaps, there's some leftover enchilada in the icebox, or some chocolate bonbons, or a cream bippy. Oh, where the food is. Oh, yum, oh, compulse. Eat yum. Oh, yeah.
Gee whiz, my uncautious words seem to have brought on her compulsive eating fit. What can be the outcome?
I bring a massage.
Oh, well, lay it on me.
Thy sainted mother hath choked in the midst of a compulsive eating fit, brought on by you, schmuck. Fortunately, she was rushed in the nick of time to an oxygen tent, whereupon, our having stepped out for a brief respite, on returning, we were appalled to find that she had eaten the oxygen tent in her despair and choked. Cat kicked the bucket. You know, she bought a farm, so to speak. She died, man, and went away. And we just want you to know that it was your fault. Yes, it was you that drove her to the airport of the abyss. You dud, you clod, you dolt.
Arg! A-E-O-U, and sometimes why?
Oh, he broke his chains.
Far out, I broke my chains.
You broke your chains.
Huh. Funny thing, I guess I never really pulled on them before.
Oh, no. I hope this doesn't mean that the prophecy will come true.
Wait a minute. What was that about a prophecy?
Oh, prophecy? No, I didn't say anything about... I said goodbye and have a nice day. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Saddle up the horses, men. Let's get out of here. Underlay.
Hey, come back. No, stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick. 1, 2. Kick. 1, 2. Paint the bread and butter pickle, black and purple, green and brown, for the super sloth will tickle up the underside and down. Shove a feather up his snorkel, there will still be room between, for the shimmer and the sparkle, red and yellow, rose and green. Bring the former to the dormer, let him screech and look below. It's a bummer, said the drummer, soon the worst of us shall know. Did he leer and call you moxie? Did he let the knob twist dry? When he comes to boil the breezes, you won't stop him, nor shall I.
Paint the bread and butter pickle, black and purple, green and brown,
black
for the
and
super
purple,
sloth
green
will
and brown,
tickle
for
up
the
the
super sloth
underside
will
and
tickle
down.
up the underside and down.
Shove a feather up his snorkel, there
for
will
the
still be
shimmer
room
and the
between,
sparkle,
red
for the
and
shimmer
yellow,
and the
rose and
sparkle,
green.
red and yellow, rose and green. Bring the former to the dormer, let him screech and look below. It's a bummer, said the drummer, soon the worst of us shall know. Did he leer and call you moxie? Did he let the knob twist dry? When he comes to boil the breezes, you won't stop him, nor shall I. 1, 2, kick.
Well, here I am in the Hiaight-Ashbury. Wow. I'm a completely different person now. I have laughed. I have cried. I have taken methadone.
Hey, hippie, who you talking to? You sure is wasted, man.
Oh, my God. It's the pickaninny of despair.
That's me, Jim.
Hey,
you got any LSD, any speed, any grass? Woo! Is that your peyote button?
Now, wait a minute.
Say, you got no lady? I'll buy her off of you. Maybe you rent or lease.
What? How can you say that?
Use the nigga now, Jim.
Ow, don't do that.
That's karate, I know that.
Listen, kid, why don't you just beat it?
Ooh, heavy. Oh, there goes the school bell. Shit, I hate the second grade. So long, white Negro, white Negro, white Negro. I'm from the Psychedelic League, say Aum.
Huh?
Jablunk. Ah, so much more fun than the convent. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
What a busy street. Wow. As I was saying, I'm a completely different person now, and I have a wonderful old lady. Oh, she's really so groovy. She'll be here in a bit, but she's out trying to score. Wow, we found a $300 half pound, and we're so thrilled. Ooh, and she'll be here with some of it in a minute. We can all taste some. And, well, before she gets here, I should point out that, well, she's not quite straight in her head. You know, we're all a little crazy, and she's a human being after all. And so she's kind of weird in the head, but I'm helping her straighten her head out. It's a wonderful relationship. Oh, there she is. Hi, schizophrenia.
Hi. Did you score? Did you score?
But I thought you were going to score.
Not me. See, I told you we should have done it ourselves. Yeah, he never gets anything straight. Never gets anything stoned either. Yeah.
Hey, I gave you the money.
Now, don't you get heavy with me. I saw you with that girl last night.
What girl?
What girl? You keep out of this. I didn't see any girl.
What the hell are you talking about?
Now, look, he's been seeing someone behind our back. What? He's a fink, a creep, a gigolo, and a swine.
What? Now, listen.
Now, you listen. You're a fink, a creep, a gigolo, and a swine. It's all right. I forgive you. After all, men aren't monogamous by nature. What? You always forgive him first, so he'll like you better.
What? I don't understand. You don't know whether you're coming or going.
Oh, we do too. Go on, tell him. How should I know? You do all the walking.
No. Now, wait a minute. I have a piece of advice for you. You have to lay off this STP jazz.
Oh, we can do anything we want. Well, we can't sing duets. I can sing duets. I've got a terrific range. I'm prettier than you are. Well, who got us through algebra? What about PE?
Now listen.
You've been complaining about the same thing for as long as I've known you. Well, you always take the hamburgers and leave me the French fries. Oh, God doesn't like schizophrenics. Well, I know he doesn't like you. Ow, my boob! Break this up!
Oh, God damn it! I wish you'd just split!
What? I don't have to stand here and listen to that. Well, I don't have to stand here and listen to it either. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, up yours, Opheelthis. Yeah, fuck you, Opheelthis. Come on, let's go to the park. No, I want to go to North Beach. The park! North Beach! The park! North Beach! Ah!
Whew, what a heavy lady. But there was something in her voice as she was arguing and left. Something that contained, how shall I put it, a sense of foreboding.
Time for the 6 o'clock news, Opheelthis.
Oh, yeah? What's happening, man?
Your girlfriend, friends, were just separated in yon crowd, and they have died. Furthermore, their deaths are your fault. You clod, you dolt, you dud.
Rage, self-pity, nausea, constipation. Recurrence of LSD symptoms.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2. Chuffer. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer so brave. You must make this run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the fields and tunnels. Never falter, never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in God's grace forevermore. Chuffa. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2.